take your grip here in your setup and start with a split hand grip. So the right hand's down towards the end of the grip, and start to make some swings where you go back to left arm parallel. And I want you to feel like as you're doing this, you're pushing away with your right arm, and see how that feels when you lock your left arm in straight like that. So split hand grip, right hand at the bottom. You're gonna push away with your right, so your lead arm straight about parallel to the ground. And I want you to do that 2 or 3 times. And do that with me right now if you got a club with you, and feel how locked out that arm feels. Hey guys, Eric here out at the Don Law Golf Academy at the Osprey Point Golf Club in Boca Raton, Florida. In today's video, we're going to talk about the trick to keeping the left arm straight in the golf swing. There's really 2 or 3 key parts that if you don't know, it's really hard to keep the left arm straight, but if you get these right, it becomes very easy. Now, before we dive into that, please do smash and click that like button down below. That gray like button really means a lot to us, really help us out. Click the subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment down below. Is keeping the left arm straight something you struggle with, something that's easy for you? What do you think about what you see in this video? Other topics you want to see? Let's keep the conversation going between you and I in the comments section down below. Also, if you haven't already, I would love for you to check out CogornoGolf.com. I'm telling you guys, taking online lessons is as good or better than taking lessons in person. Myself and all of our coaches are the best coaching in the world that I think you can get from wherever you're at. It's structured feedback. We need to see your swing, right? A lot of the good questions you guys ask, I say, hey, I need to see your swing so we can put a structured plan together. That's what we can do at CogornoGolf.com. We'll put that in the link down below. Now, keeping the left arm straight in the golf swing, let's dive right into what these key parts are. I think there's 2 key things, and there's 1 really good drill I want you to do. The first key thing to understand about keeping the lead arm straight is your trail arm is really where you want to keep most of your focus, or I would say the most important part. And what I mean is when I train people to keep the lead arm straighter during the backswing, downswing section, not so much in the follow through, but those 2, the width of the trail arm is going to have a 1-to-1 effect. What do I mean? I mean during the backswing, if I bend my right arm a lot, how could I possibly have a straight left arm? Collectively, we all answer, you can't, Eric. Of course you can't have a straight left arm if your right arm is too bent. But if I straighten my right arm out, my left arm also must do what? Straighten. Okay, very good. So if I straighten my right arm, my left arm straightens as well. I find we have a much easier time keeping the lead arm straighter by feeling like we have the right arm straighter. That's part 1. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. The second part is the extension piece. That is during the backswing, we know if your right arm's straighter, the left arm will be straighter. But also, the more we have the extension piece and a little bit of tilt, the easier it will be to have the arm straight. And if we don't have the extension, the tilt, the harder it is. So if I make a swing where my chest points down towards the ground and my head moves to the right, my arms are going to want to bend to make my swing go long enough. Now, if I go from that same point and I go chest up, now I've got room to have my arm straight. So with those 2 pieces in, if I wanted to keep my left arm straight and you see that it's bending, I would start there. I'm going to feel like my chest goes up and I push my right arm away from my shoulder, like my right arm's wide. This right hand heel pad, this right hand pad on my thumb pad, it should be pressing against that. I'm going to give you a drill to do that in a minute, but let's just start with that. Left arm, or rather chest up towards the sky, right arm pushes away. So right arm feels straight, chest up towards the sky on the way back. And that would be the first piece. If we look at that, my lead arm should be pretty darn straight during the backswing. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. And the better you get at the chest part being up, the extension and the tilt, the easier this is going to be. If I make a backswing, again, where I've got my chest down, shoulders level, my arms are going to have to bend just to get the club anywhere. Whereas if I've got my chest up with my tilts, I can push that away. I've got room to lengthen my arm. So chest up, I'd even feel a little bit of chest and right shoulder working up and back. My right arm pushes away. Chest up, shoulder up, right arm pushes away. Let's go ahead and do that. And that's where I would start if I wanted to have more length. I would push that and I would exaggerate that. Now, from a drill perspective, what I really like, and I've seen this a couple of times, this is an oldie, but it works really nice. What I would start with this is if you take your grip here in your setup and start with a split hand grip. So the right hand's down towards the end of the grip, and start to make some swings where you go back to left arm parallel. And I want you to feel like as you're doing this, you're pushing away with your right arm, and see how that feels when you lock your left arm in straight like that. So split hand grip, right hand at the bottom. You're gonna push away with your right, so your lead arm straight about parallel to the ground. And I want you to do that 2 or 3 times. And do that with me right now if you got a club with you, and feel how locked out that arm feels. Now, put your right hand back in like normal. Feel the same thing, and push with your right palm pad against your left thumb pad as you feel that same sensation. Feel how wide that feels during the backswing. So 1 or 2 of these split hand grips. Feel that width. That should feel pretty darn good. Same feel, push away, push the right hand pad against the left hand. Yeah, that feels really good. And when you're doing that, again, the more you go chest and right shoulder up, the easier that's gonna be. And I would do the chest and right shoulder up to the point where your head just stays in the circle. So draw the circle around your head from face on, feel your chest up, right shoulder up and back until your head stays in it. If you've gone towards the target, that's too far. If you've gone right of it, that's not enough. So here again, I feel really good. I'm pushing away with my right arm. Bring that back in, feel the same thing. Chest and right shoulder up for the width. That feels great. Now, are there some players who don't have the left arm perfectly straight? Of course, okay? Can you play without it perfectly straight? Of course. But it's more difficult to manage, right? Like, can Matthew Wolff swing his pattern and make it work? Of course. Should we all? Probably not. Brandt Snedeker with his pop style stroke, can he do that? Of course. Should we all? Probably not. I would say the same thing with the lead arm. Keeping the lead arm straighter, the width it gives us, the management of hitting the ball solid into the downswing. What's ultimately important is the lead arm is closer to straight into impact, pass impact into the follow through, but the straighter it is on the way back, the easier it'll be on the way through. Focus on those pieces, trail arm, chest and shoulder up with the extension. That'll be the piece to help. I like that drill for that. If you guys like this video, we'll put another card on the screen for a similar video. If you do want to try out online lessons, work with us, get structured feedback. We'll also put the logo to Cogorno Golf. Would love to see you there.